Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. If you've never been to Riften, be sure to visit the Blackbriar Meadery. A few mugs of that, and you'll forget all.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax. For the privilege of entering the city. All right. Want everyone to hear you?
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. In the old fort near Riften.
Gates unlocked.
Might consider
Head
joining
inside
up
when
myself.
you're ready.
You there. The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say? Ha! Ezron's going to like you. Go talk to him at Fort
They
Dawn
say
Guard.
if a vampire so
southeast
much
of
as...
I had another run-in with the Thieves Guild.
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble? That's the last thing the Blackbriars need around here. The Blackbriars... Me? I'm Maul. I watch the street. Alright. So what do you want to know? The only thing... He used to live here in Riften at the orphanage. You kidding? I used to... If you want to get in on that action. Well, she's also got ties to the... Just remember, if she tells you to do something, you damn well better do exactly what she says.
When you borrowed them,
New in town, eh?
back on time
Here for the
double
fishing, I
usual
guess.
fee.
Running a little light in the pockets, lad? Running a little light in the pockets, lad? Your pockets. They're a little low on coin. It's all about the way they walk. Oh, but that's... Maybe you'd like a taste. I've got a bit of... And in my line of work, simple. Once you have it, there's someone... Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll... Start it. Okay, good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. This way, everyone. Over here.
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Patience, Blanchet. This is a...
Well, I see that my time is up. Come back tomorrow if you wish to buy.
What a waste of time. Damn. I knew I shouldn't have waited.
Looks like I chose the right person for the job. And here you go. Your payment, just as I promised. The way things have been going around here, it's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch. Nah, my organization's been having a run of bad luck, but I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from, if you think you can handle it. All right then. The group I represent get there in one piece.
My husband Bear
We'll
seems
see
to
if
be
you
the devil.
really got what it
He
takes.
spends too much time worrying about Riften and not enough about himself.
All right, Branch.
I don't know, Droff. They'd skin us alive if they knew we were doing this.
Mercy! Well, must have run off.
Give it up, Brynjolf. Those days
Talk to
are
me
over.
again when you've proven yourself to Brynjolf.
This one is different. Well, well. Color me impressed, lad. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again. Reliable. So, now, the OR... I want you to explain. Kirava, do this right, and I can honestly, a word of warning, though. Good. If you need any details, he's as pig... The key is that Helga is a devout follower of Kirava's. Talk to Talon J at the Bee and Barb, and see if you can get something out of him. They're
Talk to me again
well
when you've
acquainted.
proven yourself to Brynjolf.
I'll be here when you're done.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Please, I don't have anything to pay you with.
No!
I can't believe you demand. Take your coin and tell Brynjolf to leave us alone.
This isn't happening.
Working at the Riften fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in.
Please, don't take the statue. It's the only thing of value I have left. Not Lady Debel. I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it. I don't have any business with you, so get out of my face.
What do you want? With the rumor, I'm not that foolish. Look, I'm only Rob. Just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought.
Here for a look. Take this. Every single coin I owe is there. I swear it.
Before they're gone.
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive. So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive. Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful. Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit. That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood, the telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here. What's on your mind? We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough? Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
After you talk to Brynjolf and Mercer, come back and see me.
With Brynjolf first. We could talk later.
Let's wait until Brynjolf's here before we begin.
Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the Guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. You do what we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear? Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work. If so, let him prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yes. Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin. So don't disappoint me. Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor. Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house. The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did. Aye. The last thing we want to be doing is crossing our clients. Maven prefers that Arengoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up. They're built like small fortresses to resist the weather, but their one weakness is flame. Besides, nothing tells the people of Riften we mean business better than a huge column of smoke. You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Brynjolf, eh? Let me guess. He just plucked you off the street and dropped you...
So you're the new recruit, huh? Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get very well acquainted. I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little slice for the guild, of course. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee. Sure, how about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern? Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all types. You can play it tough, or you can play it smart. Whatever. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make us. Good. Then there isn't much more to say. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use. Now, if you'll excuse me.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Don't look like much to me.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
Here, this is for you.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes
in. Be careful.
Brigands I can handle. But this talk of dragons...
What would you have me do then? Nothing?
What's the meaning of this
My lord,
interruption?
please.
Jarl Balgrup is
time
not
for rash
receiving
action.
visitors.
I just think we need more information.
Well,
before
that
we
explains why the guards let you
I
in.
just...
Come on, then. The Jarl...
Who's this, then?
We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you. Balgrup and I, when he became... Gods, you are curious. I am Char... Oh, yes. There have been... Take your pick. And those... Every... Well, not yet, anyway.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If the dragon is lurking in the mountains...
view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Frick's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Straight to the point. I go to Bleak Falls Barrow. An old... maybe you just want to know... I'm sure some of the locals can... Well, must preserve some professional
this is a priority
secrets,
now.
must...
Anything
I
we
have
can
my
use
source.
to fight this dragon, rely on dragons.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
So, you're Brynjolf's protege, eh? Don't look like much to me.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
Wanted to say something.
Come here a second.
Yes?
A lot of people are beginning to get impressed with you here, me included. Just wanted to let you know. If you ever need more practice with the bow,
I've never
just
seen
grab me.
anyone with skills like yours. My father told me all he found in my pocket was... No one does. I've even taken the damn thing to the College of Winterhold. I must have spent every last coin I've made with it. Perhaps. But if not, if they actually, the fisherman who found me, the man I called, thought it was fitting, I suppose. I appreciate that. Keep to the shadows.
Interest you in some marksman training.
Be careful.
Friends like you are hard to find.
Brynjolf, eh? Let me guess. He just plucked you off the street and dropped you into the thick of things without telling you which way is up. Am I right? See, that kind of attitude comes from someone who wants to get rich and stay alive long enough to enjoy it. We're going to get along nicely. So, if you've got the nerve, I've got plenty of extra jobs to help get the guild back on its feet. Look around you. The flagon, the guild, it's all falling apart. A few decades ago, this place was as busy as the Imperial City. Now, you'll be lucky if you don't trip over a skeever instead. Look, I know the others think I'm a bit daft for saying stuff like this, but I'm gonna give it you straight. Something out there is piss-drunk mad at us. I don't know who or what it is, but it's beyond just you and me. We've been cursed. I'll tell you what we do. We spit in that curse's face and turn things around down here. Put things back the way they were. That's where you come in. I've got plenty of work available that could guide us down the road to recovery. All you need to do is ask, and we can both come out of this smelling like a rose. I handle the fishing, numbers, and bedlam jobs. The ones with a more personal touch. If breaking's more your thing, go talk to Vex. What's the matter? Afraid of getting your hands dirty?
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong. And two, you follow my lead and do exactly as I say. No questions, no excuses. Then we understand each other. Good. Now, it's time to get your feet wet, and I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about anything but business. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here. Who knows? Old Delvin thinks it's some kind of curse. I think he's crazy. If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just plain old bad luck. You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Not a bad deal, eh? I handle the burglary, shell, sweep, and heist jobs. Most of them involve breaking and entering. If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. He runs the more up-close and personal jobs. Pretty simple. Break into a house, grab a specific item, and get out before they realize what's going on. The catch is you can't kill anyone who lives there, or you forfeit the payment. You ready for some good old-fashioned burglary? All right, take this and get out of here.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
Looking for work? Bad time. Brynjolf's been getting onto me about money. Most of the establishments in Skyrim keep their transactions recorded within business ledgers. Your job will be to change the numbers in those books so the shortfalls from our other jobs look legit. Feel like doing a bit of writing? Keep this up and you'll be rich enough to retire before you know it. Good luck.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
Never should have come here.
What was that?
No mercy! I'll try and make this quick. That's your best, bud.
You should have messed with me.
I don't care if you're best buddies with the Guildmaster. I'll still smash in your skull if you try anything.
Did you hear something?
Over here.
Hello? Who's there?
Is someone there?
Twin? Where are you? Nobody here now.
To arms, boys! To arms! Over here!
I'll find you!
You can't hide from me.
Cleared out, I guess. Someone there.
Over here!
I'll find you! Ha!
Found you!
You can't hide from me! You're a dead man! We're out!
Word on the street is Golden Glow's been hit. Good job, lad. Let me take a look at what you found. Arengoth sold Golden Glow? What's that idiot thinking? He has no idea the extent of Maven's fury when she's been cut out of a deal. But I'm certain he'll find out. If only the parchment had the buyer's name instead of this odd symbol. Any idea what that might be? Blast. Well, I'll check my sources and speak to Mercer. But for now, you're off to speak to Maven Blackbriar. She asked for you by name. No. Nothing like that. You're calling on her for business. That's between you and Maven, and I prefer to keep it that way. Don't worry about it. Maven's business dealings usually involve quite a bit of gold for her people. Of course, your pay. You're smart as a whip, lad. Keep doing right by us, and there's plenty more where that came from. Until next we meet, lad.
So you're the one. You don't look so impressive. You're a firebrand, aren't you? It's about time Brynjolf sent me someone with business sense. I was beginning to think he was running some sort of beggars guild over there. Faith. I don't have faith in anyone. All I care about is cause and effect. Did the job get done, and was it done correctly? There's no gray area. Head to the Bannered Mare in Whiterun and look for Malus Machius. He'll fill you in on all the details. One more.
Maybe some other time I'll reveal your destiny.
Take a seat and get the cold out.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to.
Can't a man drink in peace? I'm gonna keep this short, because we've got a lot to do. Haunting Brew's owner, Sabjorn, is about to hold a tasting for Whiterun's Captain of the Guard, and we're going to poison the mead. No, that's the beauty of the whole plan. We're going to get Sabjorn to give it to us. The meadery has quite a pest problem, and the whole city knows about it. Pest poison and mead don't mix well, you know what I mean? You're going to happen by and lend poor old Sabjorn a helping hand. He's going to give you the poison to use on the pests, but you're also going to dump it into the brewing vat. Maven and I spent weeks. What we need is someone like you to get in there and get it done. Now get going before Sabjorn grows a brain and hires someone else to do the dirty work. Remember, Sabjorn will be needing a helping hand. Make it look good.
Foolish old woman. You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
What are you gawking at? Can't you see I have problems here? Are you kidding me? Look at this place. I'm supposed to be holding a tasting of the new Hunting Brew Reserve for the captain of the guard. If he sees the meadery in this state, I'll be ruined. Oh, really? And I don't suppose you just do it out of the kindness of your heart, would you? I hope you're not expecting to get paid until the job's done. Oh, very well. Here's half. You'll get the rest when the job's done. My only demand is that these vermin are permanently eliminated before my reputation is completely destroyed. I bought some poison. I was going to have my lazy, good-for-nothing assistant Malice handle it, but he seems to have vanished. If you plant this in the vermin's nest, it should stop them from ever coming back. Don't come back until every one of those things are dead. Malice is the best deal I've ever made. Nothing like free labor to make operating costs cheaper. was something we discussed Well, it's about time. I had to stall the captain until you were finished. You'll just have to wait until after the captain's finished. I suppose you can wait around if you must.
Well, Sebjorn, now that you've taken care of your little pest problem, how about I get a taste of some of your mead?
Help yourself, my lord. It's my finest brew yet. I call it Honningbrew Reserve. I think you'll find it quite pleasing to your palate.
Oh, come now. This is mead, not some wine to be sipped and savored. By the 8. What's in this?
I don't know. What's wrong?
You assured me this place was clean. I'll see to it that you remain in irons for the rest of your days.
No, please. I don't understand.
Silence, idiot. I should have known better to trust this place after it's been riddled with filth.
I beg you, please. This is not what it seems.
You're in charge here until I can sort this all out.
It will be my pleasure.
And you're coming with me to Dragon's Reach. We'll see how quickly your memory clears in the city's prisons. Now, move.
Look, I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding.
I said, move.
Farewell, Sebjorn. I don't think that could have gone any better. Anything else you need before you head back to Riften? I don't think that could have gone any better. Anything else you need before you head back to Riften? So, Maven wants to hunt down Sabjorn's private partner, huh? You're welcome to take a look around Sabjorn's office. He keeps most of his papers stashed in his desk. Here, this should help. Remember to put in a good word with Maven for me.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
I trust you have good news for me? This doesn't tell me much. The only thing that could identify Sabjorn's partner is this odd little symbol.
Fresh meats and produce. Get them
Well, whoever this mysterious marking represents, they'll regret starting a war with me. You should bring this information to the Thieves Guild immediately. There's also the matter of your payment. I believe you'll find this more than adequate for your services. I believe we're done.
Sure, sure. I'm a dirty beggar. Why would you want to even speak to me?
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Word on the street is that poor Sabjorn has found himself in Whiterun's prison. How unfortunate for him. Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little system works. Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there. Something important to the guild? Then this is beyond coincidence. First Arangoth, and now Sabjorn. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge between Maven and the guild. Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this new thorn in our side. He wants to meet with you right away. And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
Ah, there you are. I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that symbol. It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very clever. They're well-funded, and they've been able to avoid identification for years. I'm impressed it reached this point. Just don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly. Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake. The parchment you recovered mentions a Godgel lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gullum-Eye. Slimy bastard. Gullum-Eye is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer. Get out there, shake him down, see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions.
I can't believe Gullum-Eye's mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands. Don't get me wrong, he could scam a beggar out of his last septim, but he's no mastermind. Trouble? Huh. He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you. You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gullum-Eye, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage. Aye, he does indeed. And with his fingers in the East Empire Company's pie, we'll make good use of that debt. If I'm not being clear enough, that means we don't want him killed. For now, just keep on his tail and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot. Good luck in solitude. Keep Gullumai alive, but remind him who... What did you need? What did you need?
Need a ride? I can take you... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. First time to Solitude? Beautiful old city. Capital of Skyrim, but I'm sure you'll...
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to me.
They can't turn Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
So, what do we have here? I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person. Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that, bee farm, was it? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle. All right. Had I known this deal would bring me this much trouble, I never would have accepted the gold. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed. Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry, and it was being directed at Mercer Frey. In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry. Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.
You know you can afford a septim or two.
Daily.
Goods and wares of all kinds, and all can be yours.
You talk to Ed Brothers. Deja has no words for you.
goodbye. But none could know it was not for show, and someone had to die.
Someone there? Now there's no need to do anything rash. This isn't as bad as it seems. Now there's no need to do anything rash. This isn't as bad as it seems. I was gonna tell Mercer about everything, honestly. Please, he'll have me killed. No, please. There's no need for that. I'll tell you everything. It's Carlia. Her name is Carlia. Mercer never told you about her? Carlia is the thief responsible for murdering the previous guildmaster, Gallus. Now she's after Mercer. Help? No, no. Look, I didn't even know it was her until after she contacted me. Please, you have to believe me. I don't know. When I asked her where she was going, she just muttered, "Where the end began." Here, take the Golden Glow estate deed as proof. And when you speak to Mercer, tell him I'm worth more to him alive.
What did you need?
Did Gullamai give up any information on our buyer? No, it can't be. I haven't heard that name in decades. This is grave news indeed. She's someone I hope to never cross paths with again. Carlia destroyed everything this guild stood for. She murdered my predecessor in cold blood and betrayed the guild. After we discovered what she'd done, we spent months trying to track her down, but she just vanished. Carlia and I were like partners. I went with her on every heist. We watched each other's backs. I know her techniques, her skills. If she kills me, there'll be no one left that could possibly catch her. If only we knew where she was. There's only one place that could be. The place where she murdered Gallus. A ruin called Snowvale Sanctum. We have to go out there before she disappears again. Yes, I'm going with you, and together we're going to kill her. Here's your payment for solitude. Prepare yourself and meet me at the ruins as soon as you can. We can't let her slip through our fingers.
Sorry, lad. We'll speak another time.
Oh, you're back.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Don't
Well,
look
looks
much
like
to me.
you're fitting in well down here. I'm supposed to allow you to trade in one of your pieces of guild armor. So what will it be? Of course. Otherwise it wouldn't be much of a reward, now would it? Your new piece will enhance your skill beyond that of the original. Trust me. Are you sure? Once I exchange it for you, I'm not taking it back. Unless you want to sell it at a discount, of course. Until next time.
It's one thing to say you've got the skills to be a thief.
Of course. Your new
another
piece
to
will
actually
enhance your
use it.
skill beyond that of the original. Are you sure? Once I exchange it for... Okay, there you go.
It's been a long time since anyone joined us. Seems like people are in a rush to leave.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
Don't you see? I am master.
Good. You're finally here. I've scouted the ruins and I'm certain Carlia is still inside. No, I found her horse. Don't worry, I've taken care of it. She won't be using it to escape. Let's get moving. I want to catch her inside while she's distracted. Take the lead. I'm sorry, You're leading and I'm following. Does that seem clear to you? Just make certain you keep your eyes open. Carlia is as sharp as a blade. The last thing I need is you blundering into a trap and warning her that we're here. That's enough of this unnecessary chatting. We need to keep going. They say that these ancient Nordic burial mounds are sometimes impenetrable. This one doesn't look too difficult. Quite simple, really. I don't know what the fuss is about these locks. All it takes is a bit of know-how, and a lot of skill. That should do it. After you. Your blood will adorn my blade. Pull the chain over there and watch out for the spikes. Looks like Carlia reset all of the traps. Must you keep stopping? There's two more of them ahead. Your feeble attempt to hide is insulting. Making this too easy. Your life is mine.
you can do? Your blood will adorn my blade! Threat merely an annoyance. Your life is mine! That was hardly worth my time.
Freya always was a nimble minx. Must you keep stopping? You've just written your own epitaph.
Free CD key giveaways every 30 minutes as key.com.
You can't hide from me. Hardly a challenge. Ah, it's one of the infamous Nordic puzzle doors. How quaint. Without the matching claw, they're normally impossible to open. Since I'm certain Carlia already did away with it, we're on our own. Fortunately, these doors have a weakness if you know how to exploit it. Quite simple, really. Carlia is close, I'm certain of it. Now let's get moving. Do you honestly think your arrow finds your heart?
Give me a reason to try.
You're a clever girl, Carlia. Buying Golden Glow Estate and funding Honningbrew Meadery was inspired.
To ensure an enemy's defeat, you must first undermine his allies. It was the first lesson Gallus taught us.
You always were a quick study.
Not quick enough. Otherwise Gallus would still be alive.
Gallus had his wealth and he had you. All he had to do was look the other way.
Did you forget the oath we took as Nightingales? Did you expect him to simply ignore your methods?
Enough of this mindless banter. Come, Carlia. It's time for you and Gallus to become reunited.
I'm no fool, Mercer. Crossing blades with you would be a death sentence. But I can promise the next time we meet, it will be your undoing.
How interesting. It appears Gallus's history has repeated itself. Carlia has provided me the means to be rid of you, and this ancient tomb becomes your final resting place. But do you know what intrigues me the most? The fact that this was all possible because of you. Farewell. I'll be certain to give Brynjolf your regards.
Easy. Easy. Don't get up so quickly. How are you feeling? No, I saved your life. My arrow was tipped with a unique paralytic poison. It slowed your heart and kept you from bleeding out. Had I intended to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. My original intention was to use that arrow on Mercer, but I never had a clear shot. I made a split-second decision to get you out of the way, and it prevented your death. More than you'll ever realize. The poison on that arrow took me a year to perfect. I only had enough for a single shot. All I had hoped was to capture Mercer alive. Mercer must be brought before the Guild to answer for what he's done. He needs to pay for Gallus's murder. My purpose in using Snowvale Sanctum to ambush Mercer wasn't simply for irony's sake. Before both of you arrived, I recovered a journal from Gallus's remains. I suspect the information we need is written inside. I wish I knew. The journal is written in some sort of language I've never seen before. Enther. Gallus's friend at the College of Winterhold. Of course. It's the only outsider Gallus trusted with the knowledge of his Nightingale identity. There were 3 of us. Myself, Gallus, and Mercer. We were an anonymous splinter of the Thieves Guild in Riften. Perhaps I'll tell you more about it later. Right now, you need to head for Winterhold with the journal and get the translation. Here, take these as well. They may prove useful for your journey. Mercer lied to the Guild, branded me a murderer, and slandered my name across his network of contacts. For 25 years I ran, never sleeping in the same place twice and carefully covering my tracks. Mercer doesn't need to die. He needs to feel the cold sting of fate as his life crumbles in front of him and he's hunted by the Guild. I can promise you, if it comes to that, and my back's to the wall, I won't hesitate. I'm afraid not. There are preparations to make, and Gallus's remains to lay to rest. I promise to join you there as soon as I can. He was a scholar, a master thief, and a natural leader. Everyone respected him and followed him without question. It was Gallus who inducted me into the Nightingales, and honed my skills to a razor-sharp point. I owe everything to him. We were very close. Gallus once said he felt comfortable around me, able to let his guard down. I can't help but think that I'm responsible for what happened to him. Remember, speak only to Anther. Trust me.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You ever met one of them cats? Khajiit, I think they called themselves. I hear there's whole...
How come you're in Winterhold? My pa says people like you are the reason no one...
I'm sorry, could you describe the smell?
My pa says elves are bad and not to trust them.
Inside out and then
Can I help you with anything else?
What did you do?
Carlia. Then she's finally found it. Do you have Gallus's journal?
This is why people have a problem.
Problem? Let me see it. Oh, this is just like Gallus. A dear friend, but always too clever for his own good. He's written all of the text in the Falmer language. No. However, I know someone who might. The court wizard of Markarth, Calselmo, may have the materials you need to get this journal translated. Word of warning. Calselmo is a fierce guardian of his research. Getting the information won't be easy. Besides the fact that there are only a handful of people in Tamriel that even recognize the language, I'm fairly certain he was planning some sort of a heist that involved a deep understanding of the Falmer language. Sadly, we never had the opportunity to speak about the details. Ironically, I pointed him in the same direction I pointed you, to Markarth and Calselmo. I'm only hoping whatever means he used to learn the language will still be available to you. He was a dear friend of mine, and a surprisingly astute pupil of academia. I was devastated when he was killed. I suppose that risk always coexisted with his line of work. I just never thought his luck would run out. For the thrill, of course. He was quite clear that he felt more in his element climbing through a window rather than hunched over a dusty tome. Ah, yes, quite an amusing anecdote, actually. I caught him trying to break into my laboratory. I was about to show him the error of his ways when he made a curiously astute comment about my research notes. I was astounded, and in turn it led to a conversation. Who would have imagined it would lead to such a strong friendship? In the time before man, they were known as the Snow Elves. They lived in the sunlight and had a very prosperous society. Like the Altmer? Yes, I would say their culture quite possibly rivaled our own. The Nords went to war with the Falmer in the First Era, killed them by the thousands to drive them from their snowy homeland. The Falmer retreated underground and forged an uneasy alliance with the dwarves who ended up betraying them. This betrayal made them what they are now, horrible, blind monstrosities with a burning hatred of any but their own kind. Calcelmo
I don't deal with any
stubborn as a
college
mule.
applicants
Be
these
careful
days,
when you
so
speak
don't
to him.
bother asking. No. Gods no, not for years. I left Winterhold for some time, and returned to stay here at the inn. So you wish to master the arcane arts? All right, then.
How come you're in Winterhold? My pa says elves are bad and not to trust them.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Ever been to Markarth? Some say it was built by the dwarves. I don't believe a word of it, though.
Bit of jewelry for your journey home? Oh, this pendant would look lovely on my sister.
This should be good.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
What are you hiding, priest?
You here to see the yard.
It's closed
No
for a
sudden
reason.
moves, understand? It doesn't matter if they're in the city. I'll find them where they live. I'll find them here.
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. I told you I'm not hiring any more guards. Why do you people always bother me when I'm trying to finish my research? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? Then you were well informed. I am at this very moment on the cusp of completing my magnum opus on the subject. I'm calling it Calcelmo's Guide to the Former Tongue. It will revolutionize the way we understand those ancient beings. Preposterous! That research represents years of personal toil in some of the most dangerous Dwemer ruins in Skyrim. You must be mad to think I'd allow anyone to see it before it's completed. What kind of a mentor would I be if I denied a potential student a glimpse at his master's ingenuity? Here, this key will provide access to my museum. Feel free to browse for as long as you wish. However, I must insist that my laboratory remains strictly off-limits.
Halt! The Dwemer Museum isn't open to anyone without the court wizard's permission. It means Dwarven Museum. Lost race of people that built this city. You want to know more? Ask Calcimo. He's usually in front of the ruins, just down the tunnel. Whole Dwarven city underneath the keep. The Schuenzell. Best steer clear if you don't want a steam centurion carving you up.
For your help, I'm sending word to the Orc stronghold.
I have things to study. What is it? Correct. It's a private place where I can catalog my research. Occasionally, the Jarl will come in and have questions, but that's thankfully rare. I'll let you in if you agree to something for me. There's a giant spider in the Schuenzell. My workers call her Nimhi, the poisoned one. If you deal with Nimhi, I'll let you into both the excavation site and my Dwemer Museum. What do you say? Enthusiasm. Good. Here's the key to the dig site. What? Oh, goodbye.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? So be...
By the order of the Jarl. Stop right there. That can be arranged. Oh!
Be arranged.